Hi, chat. As you can see, we're doing peak gaming. And as you saw when I was setting up the capture card, I was playing the game earlier. How y'all doing?
Oh, it is a new Rune Factory. Sweet. I'm just watching. I'm just finishing the Nintendo Direct from earlier.
Yeah,
We're
dude.
getting a new Rune Factory.
I don't. Here's the thing. I'm more hyped with the CVS2 getting remastered because I'm like, because I remember when Terry got announced for SF6, it's like there's ain't no way we're not getting a collection at some point. And then they announce it, and I'm like, I see we're gonna be getting
Oh, by the way, here's an
CVS3.
MVC collection.
Here's an MVC collection.
Or whatever the fuck it was.
Here's a Capcom versus
Capcom fighting game collection.
Capcom versus SNK collection, and I'm like,
I feel like. I feel like Capcom, what they're doing right now is they're releasing smaller collections and then putting all their eggs in like a big game basket. That being Monster Hunter Wilds.
yeah, they're having like these fighting game collections to make some
Not
side.
a bad way to do things right now.
Yeah, they're like
I mean,
making
I
it.
guess collections do also gauge the waters of like, do we want to make a new game in this?
Well, yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, they do realize that people still want Mega Man Legends 3, right? Like, I know they're not dumb.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Remember, their stupid way of trying to gauge whether or not people wanted Legends 3. Remember?
What they need to do is, who was responsible for canceling all these Mega Man games? Was it the creator himself, like, not happy with the products, or was it actually Capcom?
Um, it was a mix
So
of
I know
both.
it caused a big bullshit beef between the two of them.
Yeah, it was a mix between both, but it was kind of both each other's fault. It was Keiji Inafune's fault because he just, the
And
Western.
poor Mega Man was like the child caught in the crosshairs of divorce.
Yeah, it was a mix of Keiji being making some dumb decisions, like for example, the Western pushing Capcom, and then there's Capcom where they wanted to try to like to downscale their IPs, where it's like, look, man, we can only have so much budget for each IP. Like Street Fighter 4 and RE5 made it sold like hotcakes, but the thing is, we can only
I
spend
still
so
think
much
if they
money.
were to do Mega Man Legends 3 on the 3DS, it would have caused a fucking shortage of 3DSs.
And
That's
I
how sought after the game would have been.
and I'm pretty sure Monster Hunter was carrying the Wii U, so.
Well, Monster Hunter 3 is interesting because it was supposed to be put on the It was originally released as Monster Hunter Tri in the beginning of the PS3 generation, but it got put on PSP instead because the fucking PS3 was way too expensive to develop for.
That and also was a bitch and a half to work with.
Like $700 for a license to develop for a console back then, or it might have been 7 million or something stupid like that, was crazy. I think it was 7 million.
Yeah, but what can you do about that?
Like, I think companies should stop charging game developers license fees to develop on consoles. And I know they don't charge indie devs for that because they have like programs instead where they just take a cut of the revenue. But they need to not do that. Like, it makes more sense to take a cut of the revenue than to charge like a flat fee for licensing.
Yeah.
That might not be a thing anymore. I'm not sure. Anyway, I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
Alright, I'm gonna entertain chat because there's someone here.
Blam, blam, blam.
How y'all doing, chat? Sorry if I sound a bit
Yeah,
tired.
let Monster Hunter Pride being a mess as far as releases.
Like yesterday, I took a nap and I woke up in a way that was uncomfortable. Luckily, I'm fine now. And in case y'all are curious, this is how stream's gonna work tonight. Since this man still wants to play Persona 2, we're gonna do an hour of this game, and then we're gonna do an hour of Persona 2. How y'all feel about that? Like, y'all okay with that? Like, y'all good with that, man?
Monster Hunter Tri/3 Ultimate was one of those games I feel like that had so much promise, but because it had to be pushed to less powerful hardware, they just couldn't develop it the way they wanted to. Like, and by that I mean the water combat.
Which, funnily enough, I think they're bringing them back for Wilds, I think.
I hope so, because I really love Leviathans. They have my favorite designs of Monster Hunter, because you know what's terrifying to me? Not seeing a giant dragon, but seeing a giant dragon come out at you from nowhere underwater with red gleaming eyes and electricity powers.
Yeah, but if your controls are shit, then it's not.
Well, yeah, but they could easily fix the controls now that they're working on good hardware.
You say that, but
they've been experimenting with proper 3D hunting since Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate.
Oh shit. Hold on.
Great game, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. So was 3 Ultimate. I like both of those.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I was just connecting my thing. I forgot to connect it. That's why I was like, that's what I was being weird about it. Also,
Rise is okay, but I think Worlds is still my favorite. Or World is still my favorite.
Yeah. Also, in order to combat the since these are DS games, in order to combat the fact these were made for touchscreen, what they did is that depending on your console, like Switch or PlayStation, the touchpad can be used as sort of like a way to supplement the stylus or the right stick, and the Switch is that one that has a natural touchscreen is much easier to use.
Oh my god, a developer actually remembered the Switch had a touchscreen. That makes 2 in the entire Switch's lifespan.
Yeah. Well, this I think.
Actually, I think Konami is the only company that remembers that the Switch has a fucking touchscreen.
Which is shocking.
Both Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist and now these games use a touchscreen.
Which is funny considering the fact it's fucking Konami of all people.
Konami, the only company that remembers that the Switch has that the Switch was literally Nintendo putting everything they had into one basket and has a touchscreen. Then again, I think most devs hated the touchscreen with the DS in general. So I think it was a bitch and a half to develop for.
Although because of the fact it's the PS5 touchpad, it's not a perfect rectangle, so it's a bit iffy.
Because even though the 3DS had a touchscreen, it tended not to use it that much and just have like button controls for the bottom screen menus.
And yeah, also, and because of the fact you also gotta tap the touchpad, it is a bit iffy because it's like, oh, you want to we want to write something, okay, press and slide, and it's like kind of weird.
There are only 2 games that I can think of on the 3DS's library where the touchpad was 100% required, which is Monster Hunter 3 and 4 Ultimate, and what was the other one? There was another one where the touchscreen was like 100%. And I believe SMT?
4 specific, which one?
4? I think SMT4 had like a touchscreen only map or something stupid.
And which game? Wait, on what console?
The 3DS.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now I remember. Attack on Titan Humanity in Chains, which is a very rare game now, at least the English version is. Because they only released that bitch digitally.
Which, understandable.
Which I still have a copy, which means my 3DS is probably worth even more than I think it is.
That's what you think.
Because I have the full Gen 7 collection, except for Ultra. I have 2 copies of Moon, I have 2 copies of... Wait, hang on, thinking. I have 2 copies of Moon, 1 copy of Sun, or I have Omega Sapphire. Why? And then... Yeah, I have those, and then I also have Humanity and Chain, which is a digital exclusive. And then I have the demo for Oraz, which is also a 3DS closed demo, which is an exclusive and the only way to get Mega Glalie into the games.
Yeah, also, hi JK, how you doing?
And no, my 3DS is not for sale unless you have the $300 to pay me for it.
He's like, yes, I'm willing to part with my childhood for a measly $300.
Dude, it's what I bought it for, and I won't take anything less, considering.
That makes sense. Also, I shared the game with you.
It's not the console that's worth that anymore, it's the freaking library that's worth that. Also,
Yeah.
more my late teenhood than my childhood.
Well, it's my childhood.
Well, yeah, the 3DS is around forever. I grew up with the
Oh,
Game Boy
oh
SP and then
yeah.
later the normal
Sorry about
DS.
the lag, JK. My weather is kind of shit right now, so
Sorry, Australia.
which is funny because as
Electric.
I have
Sign your name. Nah, I don't wanna.
all right. Well, hold on. Okay, let's do this.
Is there anything stopping you from just signing a penis?
Nope.
Sweet.
Here-
Ever since the
here's
solar eclipse
Here's the
in
thing. Here's
2035.
the thing. This game made the mistake of letting me draw anything on the screen, so it's gonna let me do it.
Oh, this is a direct sequel to Aria.
Yeah, it's a direct sequel to Aria.
Then where the fuck does Harmony of Resonance fall in all this?
It's just a regular Castlevania.
Yeah, but it has Selma Cruz in it. I think.
Oh, weird timeline bullshit. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I guess this is me.
If you want to.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and that's when Hammer decided to.
Wait, Soma, can I ask you something? Why do I feel like she's gonna get kidnapped?
Well, that's the plot of the first game, technically.
I mean, the power of boners makes most heroes do most things. It's been a year since it all happened, hasn't it?
You know what? I just realized something. You know the Castlevania anime, right?
The way the buildings are shaped right now reminds me of Italy, how they wrap around. Where are they right now?
Yeah. Also, I don't know if it's because of the Castlevania anime. I wonder how they're gonna do Aria or Dawn, because I know obviously they're gonna have to do Symphony, right?
They're probably just gonna do a separate timeline, or just have it be like its own separate, like,
No,
non-canon
because
thing.
spoiler alert.
Or
if
just
you-
a movie.
Or spoiler alert for all y'all that never played Aria, Soma is the reincarnation of Dracula. So, how would that work?
It's like I said, they're probably just gonna do, because I know a lot of Castlevanias take place in their own separate universes, like the baby one. They're probably just gonna do like a separate universe.
Considering split timelines are a thing in the series, it probably makes sense.
They're probably just gonna start it off as like a normal high school anime, and then like be like boom, kind of like Corpse Party.
Yeah, where it's like it just shows what someone was doing beforehand instead of just, jumping in. It's gonna be like his day was like, all normal and shit, but he notices some weird paranormal stuff going down.
I like the way they designed his sprite here, because they actually made him look like a proper college student.
Well, he is older. It's been like a year since the last game, apparently.
Konami was always good at like 2D sprite work.
Yeah, just about.
Like their portrait artist has always been good at like doing what they do.
Yeah.
I'm praising Konami here. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Which
What
is
was it called? I never praise Konami.
You know what's funny is that apparently the MGS3 remake previews came out, and oh my god, are people really happy?
I feel like Konami's trying to turn a new leaf ever since the whole gambling fiasco.
They are. I've been noticing that they've been trying to change their ways for years now.
Like, they're like, well, people hate EA now. People hate Activision. We might as well save our image before we go as bad as them.
Yes, and luckily they got rid of a lot of the people that wanted pachinko, because they realized pachinko was starting to become illegal in Japan.
First order of business, though, should be making a new 3D Castlevania that's in line with like something that Capcom did with like Resident Evil remakes.
Well, they tried, but it was a mobile game, which, here's the thing. The game looked great. The problem was it was on mobile phone, which is why I'm waiting for like a console port, because the game looks too good to be stuck on mobile.
Like, it'd be really cool if they could actually work with the devs that did fucking the one for Xbox 360.
I don't even know if they're... Oh,
You see that one?
Oh,
That Castlevania, the
Lords of Shadow, right?
Yeah, that'd be really fucking dope, because
Yeah.
that game still looks good to this day graphically.
Dude,
somehow, someway.
Here's the thing. Dude, you know what's funny is that with the DS collection, we literally have almost the entire series on modern platforms now. We have the original Tough as Nails platformers like on the NES and SNES. We have
Be cool
Symphony.
to take.
We have Symphony of the Night in the PCS and the PC Engine version of Rondo. We have all the GBA Castlevanias. We have all the DS Castlevanias. We just need the 3D ones and we're good.
They could literally take the ones on 360 and throw them through Unreal 5, and it would look amazing lighting wise.
Yeah, yeah, but here's the thing. In terms of the Lords of Shadow, they would have to get back non-digital extremes. They would have to get back the devs to help with the game because they would have to update the engine to the current one. That way they can remaster it and make it look properly great.
I mean, they could just do it from scratch with Unreal 5. As you said, it's not hard to do stuff from scratch in Unreal 5.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they have the code and like the models. Anyway, let's get back into this.
Yeah, they probably do.
We're going on a tangent.
As for the PS2 games and the N64 game, they can easily just port those over regularly. I just want a Lords of Shadow Trilogy remaster. Me and the Power of Dominance. Awesome when we escaped Dracula's castle, remember?
I know. It's just that I get this terrible feeling inside me, like you want to stick your. Dracula. Oh no. I know. It's just I get this terrible feeling inside.
Yeah, look.
Are you drawing a penis on screen?
Yes.
That's giving you too much power.
Yes, they gave me the power of the touchpad. It's over now.
I'm assuming they're both 18 at this point.
Oh, they are.
I can make these jokes.
I think they already were. They were like probably 18 in the last game. Now they just like graduated, I think.
Yeah, because looks like they're in Italy right now with the buildings, but it could just be a weird street drawing. Yeah, that's you, bro.
Look, don't worry. Okay? This past year I haven't been able to use any of the powers I gained. And I like how it's like, oh, peaceful time. Immediately. You.
It's like Yu Yu Hakusho. Hey, Spirit World just called, demons are rampaging up north. Can you go take care of that
like,
shit?
no build up, just invasion.
I mean, that's Yu Yu Hakusho in a nutshell. I fucking love that show.
You. Yes, I'm a Cruz, aren't you? For a kid who's Japanese, he has a Spanish last name or a European last name.
I mean, I was gonna say it looks like he could be like Japanese Hispanic or Japanese American.
He's probably half European.
Probably, I'd say he's Japanese American because you could still have like a Spanish last name and be like American or whatever, or
Well,
like even be Japanese and have a Spanish
but
last name.
remember the spoiler I just said? He's like the descendant of Dracula, or the reincarnation.
I know that. What I'm saying. Like,
So my guess is that his mother or father's European. Yeah, and you're? You may call me Celia. And I'm here to see
oh man, celiac disease. I was expecting this.
And I'm here to well, that's a mistranslation. And I'm here to see you dead.
Wait, what's a mistranslation?
Look, read it. I am here to see you're dead.
Konami. Guys! Don't be Spike Chunsoft. Proofread stuff.
I think that's just here's the thing. From what I can tell, I think that's just the way the original game was. Like, even the original game was probably mistranslated to hell and back. Come forth, my servants.
Text games like this, though, and mistranslations, is it's very hard to go back and edit the text and fix it.
Yeah. What? Mina, get back. Damn it, of all the worst. Wanna get this guy?
Soma, back off too. What the fuck is that? Mr. Aricato!
Kenya Ricardo, the Guardian, shall not interfere.
Are they trying to introduce everybody in this opening cutscene?
Yep.
I'm trying to do like a Pegasus voice for this guy. Hang on 1 second. A barrier. Quick, Soma, use this.
Fucking throws me a pocket knife.
Oh, it's like a thing you throw.
Let's go.
Wow, this adds a lot of freaking combat expansion from Mario.
Hold on, let me get behind him. There we go. Peak gaming right here. This is my fun fact. This is my first Castlevania. This is why I said it's peak gaming. Therefore, because it's my first game. Therefore, it's great.
Does this still have the weird ability stealing system that Arya had that you need to use to get past some rooms?
Yeah. It's
The
still.
only thing I hated about that is you sometimes needed a random ability to get past some room and you had to fucking grind for it.
Yeah, Bloodstained is also guilty of that as well, unfortunately.
That shit's really fucking annoying. I'm glad Metroid Dread doesn't do that.
Yeah, Bloodstain, which is the current game by Iga, is kind of guilty of that as well, kind of. It sucks, but what can you do?
One cool thing they did with Dread is they properly aligned it to the Switch controls, so you don't have to switch abilities constantly in a menu, and it's all organic.
Soma Cruz, I shall see your demise. That is certain. Using whatever means necessary.
They also gave Samus a flash step in Dread.
Nice. Wait.
Save your energy. You won't catch her now.
Damn it!
Are you right?
Yeah, I'm fine. That power. It
That was the wrong
returned.
voice.
Arikado, what's going on?
The power didn't return. It was always with you.
Oh, are they pulling the bullshit? Oh, it's like the reason you can't use it is because the soul, you didn't have the souls. Now you have souls now.
Listen, you need to reset between games and stuff, so we have to do this shit. I mean, you just never had a need for it since you fled the castle. I can think of plenty of needs for the powers of a vampire. A magic vampire.
Here's the problem: getting new souls.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure you could fly at some point in fucking Aria of Shadows.
Aria of Sorrow. Which here's the thing: if the anime catches up to like Aria, I feel like after they do Symphony of the Night, obviously, what's gonna happen is that they're probably gonna have to catch up with Aria, and it's gonna be such a huge time skip because here's the thing: most Castlevania fans are not used to modern day Castlevania, because people would know it for like the Middle Ages and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So this is probably gonna be a standout for them. Which here's the thing:
I feel like after the N64, the series went in hiatus until the DS.
No. What happened was after Symphony of the Night and 64 failed, they were banking on Iga saving the series on handhelds, which it kind of did for a bit, and then Lords of Shadow happened, which proceeded to save it for a few years, and then after 2014, put the series in a coffin. So essentially,
Yeah, we haven't had a Castlevania since.
yes, until it's like 2020 or 2019, I think.
Not set free all the souls you... Don't skip my dialogue, asshole.
I mean, I couldn't use the power because I wasn't dominating any soul. Anyway, who is that woman? Seem to know you.
Celia Fortuner. She's the priestess of a new and rapidly growing cult. We suspected she was up to something, so we've been keeping tabs on her. First time I'm using this kind of voice and it feels weird. But why would someone like that come after Selma? They want to resurrect the Lord of Darkness. Like some sought to do with Dracula.
Guess they don't like the fact.
I'm Dracula.
I guess they don't like the fact that I didn't become the Lord of Darkness.
Not only that, they intend to create a new world by eliminating you. That's the voice I want. Eliminating? Soma, you don't need to... But Soma, you don't need to get any more involved with this. Let us deal with it. Is this guy from some kind of like paranormal investigation squad or something?
Yeah, there's some. Yeah, essentially, that's essentially it. That woman. She said she would see my demise. Fun,
Soma?
funnily enough, in the trailer of the game, when like there's like a little after credit scene in the trailer, and it showed Soma talking, and they gave him the voice of Gohan.
Really?
Yeah, and it was funny,
Gohan. I can't do Gohan. Too
but it
much
was it
gravel.
was like grown up Gohan though.
It was way too much gravel in Gohan's voice for me to do it.
Yeah, he is. I like how his voice is naturally gravy. That's what they went for. So the cult base is here.
That's
Hammer's
weird. It's
info wasn't so
flickering.
iffy after all. That's not flickering. That's just a map.
You want to voice this guy or do you want me?
Oh yeah. If you want to, you can try to go for a Kirk Thornton sort of thing.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
The voice of Shadow, the current one.
Why didn't you say so? We're doing Old Shadow.
Oh, come on.
Those damn black creatures. Gotcha, you doubted my word?
He was laughing. Hammer, what are you doing here?
What are your dens? Who told you about this place? Wait, it was me.
Oh, yeah, but...
Hey, you got your mind on doing something wicked? Huh? I want in, buddy. So fucking bored. Imagine this guy's bored.
The only change I
And
don't
hey,
like with Dawn is the art style. Because they went for more of a generic anime art style, which is like, why? Like,
and hey.
you
Are we
had the
using the other one?
yeah, they're using a new a new artist for the art, and it sucks. Specifically for
And hey.
portraits of her characters.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, keep going. Don't worry.
And hey, what happened to that pretty little lady you remember? Right?
You
Wait,
mean
what?
you mean Yoko? She's not coming. In fact, I haven't told a soul. No, she doesn't. He doesn't. She doesn't mean Mina. Don't worry. He's mentioning another character. Hold on.
He actually looks disappointed.
Hold on. Give a phone call.
Mm-hmm. Sir, you're like 30. She is 18. No. I think the screen is stuck on a panel. Is it? Shinigami, I think it's stuck for stream or something. Ah, I'm tired tonight. If we end up killing this early, I apologize. Oh, yeah, you're right. JK. I can see what you guys see on my screen, and it's like stuck on when Mina Hokuba is like literally talking about monsters. Hang on. Hmm. Yeah, it's Shinigami's internet, not mine, so he's probably gonna have to be the one who fixes it. Then again, my internet's been acting fucking weird lately too.
I'm back, chat. Also, sorry for the lag. I also got coffee. My sister was nagging me to trying to find her phone, but yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, I
Lag's
don't.
apparently really bad. We're still on the first like conversation before the fight.
Oh my god, Jesus! We are probably going to have to cancel stream if that's the case, because there's no one
Huh?
really, there's no one really using it. I think it's just my weather.
If I had the money, if I had the money, we could just switch places and I just buy this game on Switch.
It's actually it's dirt cheap.
PS5
Actually, it's dirt cheap. It's like $25.
We can just switch to my internet.
Yeah.
Promise, I'm probably not as good at this as you.
Yeah, I have experience with this.
That combat system, I was like getting fucking weirded out looking at it.
Okay, the signal should be fixing itself. It's back in like the 3000s, so maybe it won't be nearly as bad.
Alright, should I keep reading?
Yeah, sure.
Huh? She ain't coming? Well, why not tell... Wait, hang on. I want to redo that. Huh? She ain't coming? Well, why not telling her at least?
Yeah, you see what I mean
What?
with the translations? It's like super weird.
Who talks like that? Wait, I can correct that. Huh? She ain't coming? Well, at least you didn't tell her. Or no, I think he's trying to say, like...
Why didn't you tell her at least?
I think that's what he's trying to say?
Yeah, that's what Yeah, that's what he's trying to
I'm
say.
gonna have to, like, mentally read these before reading them out, or else I'm gonna sound fucking stupid.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. Like, these is like, ooh, boy.
Again. Huh? She ain't coming. You could have at least told her. Oh, man. Well, since I'm here, I better make the best of it. He's supposed to be, how do I say this without pissing off our chat?
He's the merchant.
Never mind, I'm not even gonna say it.
Whew.
Next, I'm back in business, and you're my customer.
And some strong coffee.
Now then,
Oh,
I'm gonna sell you so much goods you won't even be able to fit them all in your pockets.
Hammer.
Dude,
look,
Hammer's cool.
I'm saying this is for your own good. You really should leave.
Can't do that, I'm afraid. How was this voice for him? Like kind of like a retired Army Corp kind of thing?
That's the
Kinda like
vibe.
Sergeant Johnson.
Well, that's the vibe I get from him, so it makes sense.
I'm trying to do like a retired Army Corp, kind of like Sergeant Johnson.
Yeah, that's fine.
I know when someone's in trouble, and I'm not just gonna leave you here. Actually, he looks like a dude from like a military surplus shop.
Okay, I appreciate it though.
It's one of my cousins used to do. I'll scope out the area and find us a spot to set up shop. I'm trying not to do like too deep of his voice. I'm trying to go with like my punk voice, sorta. I know I'm overthinking this. Man, why wouldn't he just tell her about this? He's just so upset. Like, does he like her or something?
And he likes. Luckily, he's in love with the grown-up of the game. Don't worry, nothing creepy here.
I was gonna say he's like 30.
Also, the animations for this game are amazing.
Now, if they come and say he's 26 and make me feel fucking old later, I'm going to stab a fucking Konami developer. This is sort of ready.
I wouldn't be
Oh,
surprised.
it's using like... I just noticed it's using like this 3DS, this weird 2.5D thing.
Yeah, you noticed it too, right?
DS's, I mean.
You noticed it too, right?
Yeah, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, Platinum, and Black and White use it. Actually, I think Black and White had a lot of stuff that was rendered in... Black and White was weird. Like, Pokemon used to push the system's graphics, and it, like, Black and White had stuff that was rendered in complete full 3D.
Look, I think JK's starting to catch up because he's at the part where he talked about Bloodstained.
Like, it's depressing that Pokemon went from a series that pushed the system's graphics to being like, it works. Don't fix what ain't broken.
You mean what wasn't already
Ooh, I like
broken?
how they do the... I like how they do the map with this, so they actually show areas of it and just show it getting lit up. So you don't have to, like, search for, like, a billion hidden rooms.
Yeah, not only that, what I do like about it is that it shows, like, the stat screen and the map screen. That's one thing I do like.
I'm sure there's, I mean, I'm sure there's, like, hidden rooms and, like, maps you can pick up that show hidden areas.
Yep.
I noticed this runs a little slower than the Game Boy one does, unless you get speed power-ups later.
No, you're right. The game is kind of slower.
I mean, I know one thing with the DS is it may be graphically more powerful than the Game Boy, but the frame rate was not as good.
Yeah, it was serviceable.
Like Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Black and White didn't have this issue, but Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver all ran at 30 frames per second instead of 60.
Not only that, a lot of devs tend to go for sprites than 3D assets for the DS, so when it came to sprites, they just wanted to add more animations, essentially. Because
I don't know who programmed Black and White, but they essentially alchemized the fuck out of the DS's graphics.
You want to see who alchemized it? Look at Square Enix with Kingdom Hearts. They managed to make that shit somehow work on a DS.
Like, I think what they did was they somehow took some of the power that the DSi had and was able to use it to optimize the actual regular DS version.
No, because when Kingdom Hearts came,
Don't know how they did that with Pokemon Black and White.
Oh,
What were you saying about Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts is probably more graphically impressive considering that game's fully 3D.
Dude, the fact that 358 Days still impresses me.
I'm impressed with Recoded, because that shit is huge for
I mean,
what
it didn't have like the wall climbing and shit that 2 did, but it was like a scaled up version of 2's combat system, but it still worked on a DS of all things.
Yeah. I like how the DS games have, like, polarizing things. Whereas 358 had the best story, but worst gameplay, Recoded has the best gameplay, but the worst story.
Alright, what is your favorite Nintendo handheld?
3DS.
I'm torn between the fucking GBA SP, the 3DS,
yeah, because I grew up with the GBA as well, but I didn't have that many games for it, because, I didn't really know, because I got it way, way too late. Like, I literally bought it after it died.
As much as I like the DS Lite, it felt like it was built really cheaply. And would often, it felt like it was built, really cheap.
Oh, Soma.
Is it...
Oh.
And I remember I had quite a few broken units growing up. I still do lying around.
You want to do Julius?
He looks like he could be a cowboy, so you know where we're going with this.
Yoko? Julius?
I think you got this.
What are you two doing here? Funny you should ask that. We got wind of this call from a tip by Arcado. I'm investigating with Mr. Belmont. I'm sure you remember him, the hunter. Soma, please understand. Darkness draws you in. I have no choice but to destroy you. Yes,
Dracula stole my 10-gallon hat, and I'm really depressed about it. Bastard.
And there's no reason for you to be here. That's right. You're only putting yourself in danger. That's silly.
Dude, I want that fucking coat he's wearing. That's sick as hell.
Yeah, he's one of the last 2 people that killed Dracula.
Can I tell you something today that TikTok's been doing?
What?
2 things that it did to me today.
What'd it do?
The first thing is, I somehow found myself in the Death Eater thought trap algorithm. It keeps showing me videos of Death Eaters going around looking fucking swagger at Universal Studios. Either they really want me to buy tickets to Universal's Halloween Horror Night, or they think I'm really into Death Eaters. Not gonna deny the latter on that, but because I wanted to do a Death Eater at my last convention, but the costume's expensive as hell. It's like $80 for the actual outfit, and then another, or no, it's like $110 for the outfit, and then another $80 for the mask. For a nice studio quote for one of the ones from Universal. Those are expensive outfits.
Yeah, that's Celia.
Also,
woman.
guess what TikTok did to me today?
What'd it do?
So, you're usually fine recording with your shirt off as long as you're not showing your nipples or whatever.
Yeah.
I recorded a video under a blanket. It was a simple filter video, and I got a fucking guideline strike for it because I had my shirt off. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh, fuck.
I had an opportunity to record, and my clothes were drying, so I didn't have a shirt on because I spilt my breakfast on my other shirt. So I had to put that in the wash, too. So I had to record without a shirt on, and fucking TikTok nailed me for it, and I'm pissed about it. That's another strike on my record for 90 days. All because I showed a little chest hair. God forbid. Did you say recording with your shirt off is a crime?
Also, I like look. Here's how they did the sigil system. They do it automatically. See? Watch
Oh, I
this.
see.
Watch
Yeah.
this.
So anyway, that was my day today, and I'm not in a good mood.
Yeah, as you can see, they heavily modified the system with the seals. So now it's no longer tedious. Now it's just, oh, press these buttons
You
to
can
do
press
it.
buttons.
Yes, which is like, oh my god, that's such a huge improvement. Because I can't imagine because I thought they did that with like the right stick and the touchpad. No, they just probably have it just for the sake of it.
Dude, I feel like she'd have the voice of like my Valentine.
Considering this game is from that era, I'm not surprised.
Oh, you're skipping a lot of dialogue.
Well, yeah, you were like talking about that shit for so long that I sort of was skipping through that.
Sorry, I went on a tangent.
Yeah. Alright, now I gotta
Wait, this game is fucking escort missions?
Don't worry, she has no HP bar. We're good.
I was gonna say, dick moved for a fucking Vania.
Don't worry, this is probably the only time it's gonna make you do this.
Just say you haven't gotten in the castle yet. You're still at the drawbridge.
No, this is just the way it is. We're gonna be in a town for a hot minute.
Oh, really?
Also, one thing I do
It's like
appreciate.
Castlevania 2.
One thing I do appreciate though is that apparently all weapons now have a unique skill.
Oh, so they did some gameplay improvements for this version.
Yeah, like for example, if you use this regular sword and press circle, you do like a forward attack, so that we can get like some get in close. This door looks like you'll need a magic seal right away. And in terms of the magic doors, they do it automatically, which is like yes. Most likely you'll need a magic seal to finish off the monster in here. Just be calm and focus. I'll be waiting here.
These doors are for boss rooms.
Boss rooms, regular locations, and just going forward, yeah. No problem. This boss gave me trouble as a kid because I had no idea how to play this game and I was not used to the difficulty of games at this point. Because I was so used to like the Marios and like Sonics that I was not used to this game actually being hard.
I had that same problem, like, as a kid. You know, I always make jokes about Pokemon teaching you how to catch a Pokemon.
Yeah.
It doesn't do that in Coliseum and leaves you to figure that out for yourself. I literally didn't know how to do it until I got a copy of Emerald.
Nice.
So as much as I make jokes about it, I was that stupid child. And that's why I still make jokes about it, because I was that dumb kid.
It makes sense. Well, it checks out.
And then when I finally figured it out, I'm like, I am this game's new Jesus.
Yeah, dude, you have no idea how much of an improvement that they did with this game. Guaranteed, this is probably the definitive way to play this game now.
Then it took me forever to figure out that you're supposed to purify a shadow Pokemon.
Oh, huh? That's a thing?
Yeah.
Oh
Well, here's the thing with Coliseum and XD. You were meant to transfer in your own Pokemon from Emerald, Ruby, or Sapphire to assist. And then you shadow Pokemon as like a secondary. If you couldn't do that, you were essentially stuck with whatever was in the game.
Ah, boy.
However, you were able to catch like Entei, Raikou, and Suicune and transfer them back to Emerald, which was cool. Like that was the only like legal way I think to get. No wait, I could be wrong. No, I'm wrong. You couldn't transfer Entei